Bud coming off the clutch two-run single his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Served out to left off the end of the bat. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Lifted in the air out to right. Bearden moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Kirshner is right there, one down. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball from Marlins Park. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Miami Marlins. We've got an excellent matchup on our hands in this one. Two of the league's. Now at the plate, Smokey Bud, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Castaneda comes up with it. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, J.P. Crawford. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hard hit toward the hole. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. Striding in for Boston, Julio Urias. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Bud is over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So coming to the plate, Smokey Bud.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Hit on the ground to short. Whiters is there, throws in time, and that's out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Smokey Bud. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Smokey Bud.
First delivery to him on the way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Now at the plate, Sam Bearden. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Bud is there, and he'll bring this one in. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In the air to straightaway right. Moving under it, Bud, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2. Digging in, Smokey Bud. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road, but they find a way to get it done.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida, and Joe Willett, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Bud is right there as he takes it for the second out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
I'm definitely excited to watch Josh Bell in this one. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways, but looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Malik Smith the next to hit. Now a snap throw to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
The 3-1. Now the double steal is on here. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Renfroe is there. Let's see if they try it. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Striding in once again, Smokey Bud. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. Fowler is there. 2 gone. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Dustin Fowler, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Bud moves over. And the inning is over. One left for Pittsburgh, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
Right fielder, Smokey Bud.
First pitch on its way. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike, to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And he'll dive back in safely. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Jimmy Worth. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. Pitch outside, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Ronald De La Rosa. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bud has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and digging in and looking for more. Smokey Bud is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. Renfroe is after it, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Center fielder, Alex.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. He's got it. There's 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The famous neon lights of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on the show.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he...
First opened back in 2012. We're live in. Scott Henson gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, he can be.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But it's off his glove. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
He gave it all he had out there in right field, but he